How long does it take to build muscle? 7 days, 14 days, 30 days? Bulking up requires enough nutrients from food alongside proper strength training and recovery. However, the exact amount of time it will take to gain muscle mass depends on the amount of muscle you want to gain. Did you know that for many, gaining half pound of weight is the average rate of healthy weight gain? And yes, weight gain is the way to gaining serious muscle mass. Keep watching to discover how many changes, i.e. muscle mass, strength, bone density, etc., your body will undergo when you bulk for 7, 14, and 30 days. 7-day bulking. The ultimate question is a week's worth of bulking enough to gain muscle? Yes and no. Here are things to know about 7-day bulking. Number 1, technically speaking, after 7 days of strength training, you can already build muscle, but only a very small amount. Number 2, adequate training and rest are crucial in building muscle. During the 7-day period, you might complete 3 to 4 strength training sessions, leaving at least 48 hours rest between training to allow your body to repair and grow stronger. Number 3, it's important to note that rest is a must, because without it, you won't build muscle in 7 days or over time. Number 4, the standard requirement when bulking up is to use weights heavy enough that will make the last few reps in a set of 8 to 12 feel almost impossible to perform with proper form. Number 5, you can do more than one set of an exercise for each muscle group to promote slightly greater muscle gains over time, but this won't make a difference in 7 days. Number 6, so yes, you can gain muscle after 7 days. However, no, it won't be enough to see physical changes in your body, unless you push for 2 to 3 weeks or more of training. 14-day bulking. Here's the truth, 14 days is not a lot of time to add serious muscle to your frame naturally. That said, you can see visible changes with a strict diet and explosive exercises. Below is a more detailed info on what happens to the body after a 2-week bulking up. Number 1, during this time, fat storage activity isn't on instant overdrive, as it's not a light transition reaction. Put simply, when you overeat, it takes some time for your body to switch to fat storage mode. Number 2, your body becomes a muscle-building machine. Number 3, at this period, testosterone, IGF-1, and insulin levels increase based on several studies. This means you're highly anabolic, or there's a high level of muscle-building activity in your body. Number 4, on the other hand, the anabolic benefits of bulking typically reach their peak after 14 days. Your body becomes slow in transitioning over to fat storage mode and may start storing fat quickly. Number 5, however, every person can react differently. You either continue gaining more muscles for several days after the 14-day period, or you start to add fat. Number 6, still in general, 2 weeks is the optimal bulking period. Number 7, during the transition time, it's recommended to consume slightly below caloric maintenance levels. Since the body is ready to store fat, eating normal maintenance calories can lead to unwanted fat gains. But by eating below maintenance levels, you will drive the body to transition to fat-burning mode. Number 8, for hard gainers, here's good news. During 14 days bulking cycles, studies have shown that you will primarily gain muscle. Also, during post-bulking, you will primarily lose fat. 30-day bulking. Now, a 30-day bulking is an entirely different story. The muscle gain you can get depends on you. For instance, if you're giving your all, you could add 3 to 4 pounds of muscle to your frame in a month. Bulking is healthy, especially for people who are weak or underweight, and provided that the body fat percentages are maintained within the healthy range. Let's take a closer look at the results of healthy bulking for a month. Number 1, it improves bone density. Bulking up entails strength training, and strength training includes performing weight-bearing exercises. These exercises stimulate the cells that build bone because of the strain placed on these tissues. When the bones are under strong tension, they adapt and grow. Number 2, bulking up also improves symptoms of osteoarthritis, reducing pain and improving function. Number 3, it improves blood flow to the brain, promoting some factors that improve cognition. Number 4, it helps boost balance and stability, which then reduces the risk of injury. Number 5, bulking results in muscle gains and improved strength. Any type of strength training is good enough to increase your muscle strength and health. However, when you're bulking, there's even more emphasis on building lean mass. Number 6. Such an increase in lean mass comes along with additional health benefits like stronger tissues and bones, which are great for preventing injuries. Number 7. More muscles directly improve strength and reduce your risk of heart disease, cancer, and many more. Number 8. It also reduces blood pressure and lowers LDL cholesterol and triglycerides. Number 9. It improves insulin sensitivity, helping clear sugar from the blood and reduces overall inflammation. Number 10. The more muscles you have, the higher your overall metabolism becomes. In fact, each pound of muscle burns around 6 calories per day at rest, in addition to the calories used to lug it around. Number 11. Bulking means eating more food, as in more total calories, which increases your risk of gaining fat. As such, it's important to make smart food choices to ensure that your body fat percentage is on a normal level. Number 12. If you train recklessly, you can suffer from pains, aches, and injuries, making it harder to remain active. How to bulk healthily, aka clean bulking. Many people want to put on weight to increase their muscle size and strength. Lots of ways can be done to achieve this, though some lead to excessive fat gain. This is where clean bulking comes in, a sustainable and healthy approach to getting bigger. Here are things you can do. Number 1. Eat at a caloric surplus, but avoid excess fat. When your caloric surplus is too high and contains too many fats and carbohydrates, you'll put on fat. To achieve a lean bulk, eat at a caloric surplus that's composed of extra protein and whole grains without containing too much fat. Also, a maximum of 20% of your intake should come from good fat. Lastly, completely cut out saturated fats. Number 2. Consume protein with every meal. Protein is the main nutrient necessary when building muscle. This macronutrient aids the body's ability to grow. Best of all, it's not easily stored as fat, unlike carbs and fats. Thus, aim for a protein source every meal, ideally at 1.5 to 2 grams per kilo of your body weight. Number 3. Perform light cardio during every session. If you do too much heavy cardio, it can result in catabolism, preventing your body from building muscle. So instead, you should do light cardio as your warm-up before every weight session. Doing so helps promote cardiovascular fitness. Moreover, if you hit the weights hard enough, it will help shed some fats. Number 4. Add nuts and butter to your diet. Nuts are rich in calories and protein, making them a great food choice to up your calorie intake. You can add nut butter to your usual snacks to consume more protein and calories to your main meal timings. It can be peanut butter on a toast, a sliced apple, or on a bagel. Alternatively, get a few bags of different varieties of nuts and mix them to create a small trail mix. A handful of peanuts, cashews, and almonds are enough to have a calorie-dense snack. Number 5. Perform compound lifts over isolations. Compound exercises are incredibly great for building mass due to the recruitment of several muscle groups that stimulate an increase in hormone production. Go with heavier reps and make sure you include squats, deadlifts, overhead press, and bench press in your routine. Number 6. Use carb timings to maximize workouts. The rule is, the better the workouts, the more muscle the body builds. For pre-workout, eat veg and starchy carbs as they offer a slow release of energy. Meanwhile, after training, consume higher glycemic index carbohydrates such as whole grain bread and brown rice. Number 7. Get plenty of rest. This one's a necessity for everyone. Overtraining causes catabolism, which inhibits muscle growth. If you're trying to lean bulk, then you'd want to pack on mass through hard training. Get tons of rest and don't be afraid of cutting the volume of your workouts. Training 3 or 4 days a week will be enough to build mass, granted that you're eating well and doing compound lifts. Now that you've learned what happens to your body when you work on bulking up, are you up for this challenge then? It'll be hard, that's for sure, but the rewards will be worth it. Drop your comments below.